He was just your average shy homebody, but the first time he met up with someone he'd only known online, he unexpectedly ran into a drop-dead gorgeous woman who set his heart racing, and his clumsiness didn't turn her off in the least. If anything, his flustered awkwardness was what made her lean in closer. When it came time to say goodbye, his voice shook so badly he could barely squeeze out the word bye, but the girl leaned right up to his ear and gave him a hug. Struck by that sweetness, he went instantly dizzy and lightheaded. This bachelor, whom no one had given the time of day for 30 years, had finally caught a lucky break from fate, and the sudden reason he'd become such a magnet for the opposite sex was something he'd paid for in full with an injury he got while job hunting. Now in his early 30s, Matsuyama had no money and no grand ambitions to speak of. The one thing he was head over heels for was lying, a model from a magazine. To make his one and only fantasy come true, he made up his mind to land a job at an entertainment magazine, but the manager who interviewed him threw cold water on the whole idea. The reason? Applicants needed a rich history of romantic experience. Just as he figured the job was a lost cause, a shrill scream sliced through the air. Matsuyama watched a woman come charging into the office, swinging a knife. From the woman's furious accusations, he pieced together what was going on. She'd discovered the company president had a mistress on the side, and she'd come down in person to have it out with him. But the uproar only dragged even more trouble out into the open. One mistress after another showed up demanding answers, from a glamorous female co-worker to a plainly dressed water delivery girl. That whole parade of the boss's lovers left Matsuyama standing there slack-jawed, and while the boss scrambled to clean up the mess, poor Matsuyama, standing off to the back, took an innocent slash from the blade. As the old saying goes, survive a disaster and good fortune is sure to follow. Thanks to this heroic battle scar, Matsuyama not only landed the job, he also hit one stroke of good luck after another. As a die-hard homebody, Matsuyama's entire world lived inside his chat apps, and most of the people he chatted with were strangers, grown men, no less. But the relationship columns he'd written for the magazine caught the eye of one user whose profile picture was a bearded man. What's more, this bearded guy actually invited him out for drinks. The invitation filled Matsuyama with quiet pride. He took it as proof that his social skills were finally improving, so he figured he'd swing by the meetup, make a little polite small talk, and then head home to his manga. But the moment he reached the meeting spot, Matsuyama's world seemed to be touched by magic. The person walking toward him wasn't the sleazy middle-aged man he'd pictured, but a woman with a sharp, cropped haircut and a bright, disarming smile. Yukio-kun. The instant she called him by name, he could scarcely believe it. He wondered if she had him confused with someone else. It wasn't until she told him he looked far more handsome in person than in his photos that he finally accepted that this